What's going on? We are back.
I've
NFL Week
seen
4, College Football Week 5.
Zach and I have been Lions fans pretty much all our lives. Well, Zach was a little bit of had a little Giants tenure there.
I still got the jersey.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
just don't have anybody that plays for him anymore.
we've been Lions fans for a very long time, and at least since I've been able to really understand football and just not just watch it because it looked cool as a little 7 or 8 year old. There have been maybe 3 or 4 memorable regular season games that will always stick with me as a Lions fan.
No, that's fair.
I think that we're currently living in the glory years of Detroit Lions football. And
Best
when
it's ever been. Like not even
yeah,
not even just in our lifetime, but like essentially ever.
yeah, honestly, in our parents' lifetime and our grandparents' lifetimes. I can recall 2020, 2023 when we knocked Green Bay out of playoff contention in Aaron Rodgers' last game with the Packers when we couldn't even make the playoffs. Uh,
Yeah.
I can recall the first game of the 2023-2024 season when we went to Arrowhead, beat Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champs, Patrick Mahomes, in Arrowhead. And I can recall last year, 14-2 versus 14-2, Detroit versus the Vikings. Winner gets the 1 seed. And last Monday, Detroit Lions, they walk into Baltimore, who is known for being that we're going to bully you, we're going to out physical you, we're going to, at home in Baltimore,
Yeah.
prime time football, Lamar Jackson, one of the most exciting, one of the best, if not the best, dual threat quarterback to ever play this game. 24-3 record against NFC teams. You walk into Baltimore and you dominate them in every aspect of that football game.
It was amazing to see and on TV. Let alone, I mean, you were in person for that one.
That was crazy, bro. That was one of the best games I've ever been to, honestly.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, it's weird, like, right? Like you think of the best games you've ever gone to. It's always when your team wins, right? Like if your team loses, like if you're a Ravens fan, that just sucks.
Yeah, it's like another game to them. For me, that
Yeah.
was the best games ever.
Every person I saw on like social media, every commentator, everybody was saying this could be a potential Super Bowl matchup. And it did
Yeah,
not disappoint.
that was that the box score doesn't depict how dominant the Lions, excuse me, beat the Ravens and won that game. It doesn't depict. There's a garbage time touchdown. You
Yeah.
bully them on both sides of the line. Um, Jared, you don't make the mistakes that Baltimore does. You don't try to throw it in the goal line in the 10 with Derrick Henry. You
I
know,
mean, Derrick Henry, I seen a grown man cry damn near.
yeah, he was
He
he
was
was
not having a good day.
my 2-year old nephew does what he does. He did that was embarrassing. You do everything right. You don't make the mistakes that the other team does. That's not our problem. You play a clean game. You dominate Lamar. Lamar Jackson have a great game, but those
The QB
plays,
spy was
the QB
beautiful.
spot was amazing.
They executed that the best you could possibly do. And
Yeah,
it truly was a great thing to see.
it was. You hold Derrick Henry to a touchdown in less than 60 yards. You can't ask for much better than that for a first ballot Hall of Famer. And you stick to
Arguably the
your
best running back in history, too. He's
yeah
getting to that point.
you stick to who you are as a team. You go 3 for 3 on fourth downs. You rarely punt the ball. You make every block or most blocks. You don't miss tackles. You catch the ball. You play a clean game, and that was just it was so efficient. It was so dominant, and like again, the box score doesn't depict how bad the Lions beat the Ravens. That I think a lot of people, regardless of team, the team they root for, a lot of fans throughout the National Football League watched that game and were shocked. I was shocked. I didn't know. I had a feeling. I know I picked the Ravens, and it's perfectly fine
Yeah, of
because you're gonna lose game. We're gonna lose a few
course.
games It's a long season. You're going to lose a few games, and this is just one of the games I thought that we both thought that they were going to lose. Prime time, Baltimore, at their spot, and they have our number. Honestly, the past few we haven't
Yeah.
beaten Baltimore. This is the first time beating Baltimore in 20 years, and I thought it was fair that we picked Baltimore. That was I don't know.
Listen,
I watched there, bro.
it was unexpected. I'll put it like that.
It
I
was
we were talking about how what we would consider like a success for that game and what we would consider just not
yeah,
we're not where we were.
yeah,
And we talked about we both said as long as it's a close game, right?
yeah. We
I
thought a
I
success
didn't
would be
actually
a
think we would
loss
win
in a
it.
close game. Yeah, we thought it would be a successful game if we lost and they kept it within the possession. That's what we.
Absolutely.
The fact that they did that, 38 points on the road. Jeez, man. Now it's like I'm feeling comfortable with starting to ramp up those Super Bowl talks a little bit, and
Absolutely.
I might even give them another game. I have them again 10-7,
Yep.
and get to the playoffs. I'm looking more at like 11-6 now. Again, even talking winning the division. Like that next game against
Oh,
Green Bay is going to be a dogfight.
it's like crazy because the NFC North, we really right at the beginning of the season, we're like, okay, it's the Packers to lose.
Yeah,
Just like that, we're right back in that conversation,
right
right?
back in the conversation.
Packers lost last week to the Browns. I forget who they're playing this week.
They're
They're
playing the
playing the
Cowboys.
Cowboys this week, yeah. Return of Micah on a separate note, but um, it's really anybody's game, and
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was that was complete and utter dominance.
Yeah, I do agree. We play the Browns this week, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna even call it a guaranteed win, right? They beat the
No, no, no,
Packers,
no, 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 no.
so
It was amazing,
we need to be on
amazing.
we just need to be on it.
The experience in Baltimore though for the game was a really cool experience. It was an amazing experience. I had a good time. Like
How's their stadium
put on a
compared to
they,
like other
they put
stadiums
on
we've been
a
in?
great show. I mean, that was only the third NFL stadium I've been to and watched the game at. That Ford Field and Jerry's Road in Dallas. Uh,
Okay,
that was you see, it's like I feel like it'll be different if I went to Ford Field now versus when I went in the
that's fair. Yeah, it's
Jim
definitely it's
Well.
definitely a different culture they got
Oh
going.
yeah, for sure. So
The
I would
last
have
time
to
I
put
was
that
at a
number
game
one.
to what it is, like
Yeah, I would have to put
quite a
that
difference
number
there.
one right now for my NFL stadium experiences. But it was
Yeah,
they put on a good show. I will give Baltimore that. They put on it
it's
was
cool.
a good time and cheap. They had cheap concessions. I got like a
Oh,
hot
really?
dog and pretzel bites for less than $6.
Damn.
It was really good. Yeah,
Shout out
their
Baltimore.
prices. I know. Shout out to Baltimore for the prices. I don't know if
Hey,
any other team in the NFL can beat that, but geez, what did you again? I think referring back to that Green Bay game,
yep.
and we were like everything that the Lions had issues with, that the fans had issues with in the offseason, that the Lions didn't address: interior O line, pass rush, offensive and defensive coordinators. Again, who do you think took that step again to the next level after watching the Lions Ravens game? And you can say all three if you want.
I think the biggest piece is our defensive coordinator.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
saw I saw people on social media saying Aaron Glenn was not holding the Ravens like that,
no,
right? Like Shepard killed it. He
yeah,
really did. And
seven
I,
sacks.
I was so impressed with the play calling, and it really turned out amazing.
Yeah, 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson.
Not to mention, what was it, like two forced fumbles, one forced fumble, something like that. We got a pick too, right?
Yeah. It was a forced fumble by Hutch. I don't think we got a pick. I don't think Lamar threw a
Mm.
pick, but it was a forced fumble. And
Okay.
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, it's like excuse me, I can say something good about
Oh
everything
yeah, no,
because
man.
the offense looked like if I didn't tell you that Ben Johnson had left, it looked like a Ben Johnson type of offense. We're doing trick plays. You have Montgomery throw it back to Goff to throw it to St. Brown. You have
Yeah.
they get the sweep to St. Brown and he pitches it to Gibbs. Like they
Yep.
didn't look like they looked the beat and then the
No, it
interior O
literally looked like we
line.
just picked up where we left off
Exactly.
finally, which is nice.
That looked like something the Lions fans were used to all of last year. But I'm happy. But the one thing I will say that's different that I noticed when the ground game works, it seems like John Morton, he's going to just pummel you with it. He's
Dude, the
not going to
ground
switch it.
game, I don't think works was is there even the right word. We
That
got
was
anything we wanted on the ground.
orbital ramming speed. That was insane. We
That
we
was
could have our way. I feel like I could have had a baby rush for 100 yards
you
with that
probably could have,
over
honestly.
blocking.
The way
I
they
could have rushed
were,
for about 50.
right? There's all these concerns of Ratledge and Mahogany, right? Nope,
Man,
not after
not
that game.
there.
They proved
Not after that
themselves.
game. Not after that game. Not
So
after
it
that
was
game.
huge. I
That
have
was
one real concern though
yeah.
with the Lions, and that's our secondary, right? TA has been a little bit of a liability this season.
Yeah, yes.
Um, he was talking a little bit of smack to D Hop, right? Like D Hop's a Hall of Famer. You can't. I, I just can't get behind TA on this one. But he's been getting blown past week after week. We need to see him start stepping it up.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's it's
I
tough
mean,
out there, but
yeah. D Hop was getting them for sure.
yeah, I
And
started seeing these
he
comparisons. I started seeing these comparisons of Jeff Okuda and Terran Arnold. Like it's starting to turn into the same thing, and I don't like that one. I do not like that one bit, Evan.
yeah, it's I need to see some improvement for him too because it's a long season, but I do
Absolutely.
need it's just right now it doesn't look as advertised. So
Yep.
we're gonna see how it goes. I think he can progress well. Hopefully, we're gonna need him to. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't right now. It's hard to say that you would trust them, even covering a lot of these NFC teams. Their wide receiver too. People are gonna have to face. Right now, I don't think he would do good against Devontae Smith for the Eagles. I don't think he would do good against Abuka, Mike Evans, or Godwin for the Bucks. I don't
it'll
think.
be interesting to see how he even does against the Bengals, right? With T and Jamar Chase. I
Yeah,
know they don't have
exactly.
their normal Joe Burrow at helm, but even still, that's if a guy gets open,
Yeah,
hopefully
guy gets open.
get
Even
there,
if a
right?
backup quarterback's going to make that throw, obviously.
Yeah,
Uh, so I do agree. The secondary was a little bit scary. I did like what I saw from like Brian Branch and our safeties.
absolutely.
They played better than they did against Chicago for sure. But yeah, I will agree. So hopefully they get that down.
Yep,
But the pass rush and that they did their job with helping them out. So um,
I agree.
that was an amazing game, man. That was
Yeah, it truly, we looked like a complete team in all honesty.
yeah,
First time this season, I could say we're gonna make a run.
yeah, for sure, 100%.
So I don't know. It'll be good. A lot of college football, or let's keep NFL going for a second. We missed the first Seahawks beat the Cardinals this week.
Yeah.
So I was worried for a second. I was gonna pick the Cardinals, so I mean it was a loss, but like
Yeah, I picked the Cardinals.
Trey McBride had me like 15 points, I think, in fantasy. Worked out, I guess, enough. So we'll see. But and then the Vikings are playing the Steelers right now in like Dublin or
Dublin.
something.
Yeah, they're in Dublin.
So that's cool. But let's get our picks for the rest of the NFL. You want to run through them or you want me to run through them?
You run through them. I don't have them up.
All right. So the first game that we have is Commanders Falcons in Atlanta.
No Jaden Daniels
Marcus Mariota, Tom.
and no Terry McLaurin either. I have Debo on my fantasy team, so
Oh,
hopefully he's
that'll be good.
the number one target. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully he's the number one target. Atlanta threw up a goose egg last week against Carolina.
Yeah.
In
Yikes.
Atlanta, bro. Dang. It's like I think they're gonna bounce back, but the Washington looks somewhat decent. I'll
Washington
go.
looks decent, but they're missing two of their best players. So
They
I don't
are.
know.
It didn't seem to bother them last week. I know they had at least had Terry McLaurin, but Marcus
Yeah.
Mariota like did the job pretty good.
People forget how good Marcus Mariota used to be at quarterback, man.
Yeah, it
He
didn't
was
work
a
out in the
good
NFL as
he
much,
was a
but
good NFL quarterback for a while.
he was.
But
Use the oh, you pick first. I gotta think about this. Dang it.
in term it's like tough, right? I think the Falcons are missing something. I don't think they're Penix is not doing as well as people thought he would. But I don't know. Maybe you put Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins back in for a second, right? I know they've talked about that because at least he'll get the ball. He'll sling that thing, right? But I think I'm gonna
yeah.
pick the Commanders this week. Um, we'll see how that goes.
I'll go with the Commanders as well. I think the Falcons have a much better game. It's hard for me to it's hard. It's one thing to get blown out, but the way you did it, not even scoring a point against an
Yeah, that's
absolute
against the
top
Panthers.
Carolina team is really bad.
Yeah,
Really bad. So we'll see.
yeah. Next is Chargers at Giants.
Chargers, next question.
Yep, I'm right there with you. On the
Oh,
topic of the Giants,
Jackson Dart
Jackson
season.
Dart.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just gonna say on the topic of the Giants real quick.
yeah,
Jackson Dart season's officially here.
yeah.
I heard a report saying he called Brian Dabble like during night. I don't know what time, but like during the night. And he's like, "Hey, I just want to run through some things with you." And he goes, "You should get some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow." I don't know. That's what you want your head coach saying to your rookie quarterback. Right?
Yeah. That one needs. I don't like him as a head coach, honestly, bro.
I liked him at first. I thought it was a great thing, but it's starting to look like Josh Allen just made him his career,
Yeah,
right? So
but
I
yeah,
don't
give
know.
me the Chargers.
I'm picking the
They look
Chargers as well,
they
though.
look good. They look good.
Yeah.
They might depending on we'll get. I'll give my take when we get to the KC Baltimore game. But go.
Okay. Okay. So Titans, Texans.
Titans, Texans. It's weird because it's like you have the Texans. I think both are 0-3, right?
I think so. Titans are not looking good, dude.
They don't look good, but
Sorry,
nor
Texans.
do the
The Texans
Texans
are not looking good.
at all. But I feel like I'll trust a little bit more the Texans pass rush versus the rookie quarterback
I
than
agree.
the O line of the Texans going against the Titans. So I'll take the Texans to get their first win here. But Cam Ward, I think he's going to be good. I just don't know if it's going to be at Tennessee.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Texans right now, right? Their defense is still decent, but they're just struggling altogether. CJ Stroud's slump continues, and hopefully it kind of they get a bounce back here.
Yeah,
Because
we'll see.
we're a serious like playoff contending team.
Yeah,
Not anymore though. Like what? I
not at
like their
all.
head coach too, DeMarco.
Yeah, Demarco. Yeah,
He-
yeah. I know he's
He's
talking about.
killing it, but
He is.
was I guess not anymore.
He is.
Next game is Eagles at Buccaneers. This one actually should be pretty good.
Give me the Buccaneers. Buccaneers going to give the Eagles their first loss this week. They have their number. They've won 6 out of the last 10 against the Eagles at home for Tampa. They I think they get Tristan Wirfs back as well.
Ooh,
Should
that's
help the
huge.
line. Baker looks like a stud right now.
Baker
If
is
you
amazing.
look at, yeah,
Puka is also looking amazing.
Luka's looking like he's been in the league for a minute as a rookie. So
Yep.
yeah, I'll take Tampa Bay. They have to lose some. Eagles have to lose a game at some point. They almost did last week. So I
No,
think this week, give me the Bucks.
I'm like very conflicted here, but I'm gonna mix up the picks. I'll pick the Eagles here.
Okay.
Truly, I like this is a game I'm gonna try to watch while the Lions are, hopefully
It's
doing
at
well.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, the Bucks
Hey,
Eagles is at 1.
dang.
So you might get that, right? You're in that kind of like market, no, where you get like Maryland, Philly, all that kind of stuff.
I do. Yeah, I get all the Philly games. Philly, Pittsburgh, and New York, and like,
No, so you get literally everything.
oh yeah,
That's nice. Following that is the Panthers at the Patriots.
Patriots. Next
Yep.
question.
I agree.
Patriots. Next question.
Um, Stefan Diggs is going to be a father with the Patriots, but listen, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Saints go to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yep.
Next question. I don't even like that. Those are just games where it's like it's not even.
No,
You can't even really like analyze it. You have. It's
no,
like yeah. It's
it's
like
not. It's not close when you think about it. It's not close on paper.
that's Bama versus an FCS team. Like
I will
it's
be honestly, but you never know, right? Like the Browns did last week to the Packers.
that's true.
Everybody's going to lose at some point.
The the
There's nothing
yeah.
given in football. So
The Saints are so bad. The Saints. Oh yeah.
I agree. I
Bills.
mean, I don't think Spencer Rattler's the a QB1 in the NFL, but
They all stink.
I don't know. Maybe I saw some reports saying that like Russell Wilson might get traded to like the Bengals or the Saints or something like that
Yeah,
for
we'll
a
see.
quarterback. Even the Vikings maybe, but there's a couple guys like that sitting in like a QB room just to kind of you
Oh
know,
yeah, for
they
sure.
could totally get pushed into another
Yeah,
place.
definitely 100%. You
I
know,
wouldn't even call it
better than the
probably start over like
QB.
a sixth round, fifth
Yeah,
round
it's
pick.
better than the QBs that like the Bengals and Saints have in their active roster right
Oh,
now.
100%. 100%. Then we go into the Browns at the Lions. You know, Lions, I got there.
Lions, I have them winning as well. I think there's going to be a closer game than a lot of people think, though. I think the Browns.
Yeah.
I honestly kill like. I think the Browns will cover.
I
I
don't,
think right
what's
now
the line? I don't even know what the line is.
the Lions are -9.5. I think the Browns will cover
We'll see.
this. I just think that it's like I hate to say I don't think I think Dan Campbell like is the embodiment of not letting such a high kind of misconstrue your mentality towards a future game coming off that week the week 3 win at Baltimore.
Yeah.
But it's just sometimes the players they don't figure that out. I think it's going to be a grimy game. I think it'll be a low scoring game. The
Okay.
one thing that the Browns do well is stop the run. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see Myles Garrett, their run defense versus our line, our run offense. So it's going
No,
to be
that's a great point. I mean, Miles Garrett he truly is still a beast, right? I saw a
yeah
video. I think it was against the Packers where he was being like triple teamed.
yeah. It worries me too because he lines up mostly on Decker's side.
Yep.
That's
That
what worries me a little bit. I feel a little bit better if it was Panay's side for sure, but
absolutely.
it's Decker and Panay. Decker's still a great player, but Decker and Panay are two different players.
Oh, Panay, you go from Panay, who's going to be a future Hall of Famer, to Decker, who's just, you know,
Exactly.
a Pro
So I
Bowl.
think I think it's going to be
That's
a
not even that bad of a lot, like difference, right? In all honesty,
I
but
think it's going to be a
it's enough of
grimy
a difference.
17-10 type game.
17-10. Wow.
I think it's going to be one of those
That's
games. Like,
bold.
it's going to be one of those games. It's going
I'm
to be
not
a
gonna
defense.
lie. I was thinking about like what's something that should happen this game, and I think JMO's do, right? I don't think Cleveland has anything to match his speed.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're in for a JMO kind of day. We'll see.
We'll see.
See. Anything can happen, but
Yeah.
next game is Jaguars 49ers.
49ers, Jaguars
Yep.
stink. Trevor Lawrence has gotten worse every year since he won a natty with Clemson his freshman year.
It's
And Purdy's back too.
yep. Yep. He is back. I don't know. I
But
know
Mac Jones didn't do bad like
no,
covering.
not at all, honestly.
Yeah,
Um
played really good.
49ers are in a weird spot, right? Like half their team is actually just hurt. Like
Yeah, hate
they're
to
kind
see.
of reminded me of what we were, but like worse because it's sooner for
It's
them.
so early in the season. Yeah,
So we'll see. I
I
don't
think
know.
people are really understanding like injuries matter.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
like I feel like I see a lot of people like opening their eyes, like okay, maybe last year the Lions could have did something if half their team wasn't dead.
No, I agree 100%. I mean, it was ours to lose, and then we got
It
hurt.
was, and we got injured, so whatever.
The Niners are definitely in a rough spot, but even at half capacity, I think the Niners are still a better team than the Jaguars.
Yeah, I agree.
Next we got Colts, Rams.
This
Two
is gonna be a great game. This is
are
gonna be a
very
great.
surprising this year. Rams with Matty Ice still going.
Oh my gosh, why do I want to pick Indy, bro?
Indiana Jones, baby.
He looks good.
There's actually there'll be two. This game's at 4:05, so hopefully I can just switch my TV to this one.
He looks. Well, give me your pick. I need to think. Like this is going to be. I think it's going to be a shootout, bro. This is going to be a really good game.
Yeah. Well, Rams
Oh
as we know 2-1, Colts 3-0.
yeah,
I
at
think I think
Rams.
the Rams give the Colts their first loss here. But like to your point, I honestly was thinking it would be a shootout as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take the. Give me the Rams as well. I have them. I picked them. Yeah, give me the Rams. I like the Rams.
Yeah.
I think they bounced back after they should have beat Philly last week.
That was a really close one too.
Yeah, give me. I'll take the Rams in this one. They'll get
Um,
the first. It's a good slate of games, college and
Right.
NFL. Good
I
lord.
know. We're finally
Why?
week 4 is right about when it gets good.
Yeah, this is
Um,
great.
so as we say that, we're gonna go to one of the lower games here. Bears at Raiders.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Give me the Bears. Raiders suck.
Yeah.
Raiders look actually decent. They look like compatible after. I know it's the Cowboys and their crappy defense, but they look like a football team last week. Caleb looked like an NFL quarterback. So I'll
Yeah.
take that. And if the Raiders, their defense is, I don't know. I don't know what the Raiders, bro. Just give me.
I don't know too much about the Raiders, but I don't think Pete Carroll was. He's a little older, man.
I guess I think he's just like
He was a good coach. I just
a
think
filler.
he should have retired, I think. But
He's so, but man, whatever.
I'm gonna pick the Bears as well. They looked really. I was impressed with them last week.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of rooting for Ben Johnson here. We'll see what happens. Um, DeAndre Swift had a good game as well.
They all had a good game,
Really.
man. It was crazy.
Next we got Ravens at Chiefs.
Okay, here's my take.
This will
Now,
be a good game.
yeah, this is gonna be a good game. I think so. Going back to when you said the Chargers and the Giants earlier, I think that if the Chiefs lose this game, I still think even if they win this game, I still think it can happen. But I definitely think if the Chiefs lose this game, they're not winning the division. And it's the Chargers division. The Chiefs, but think about it. You have two superior organizations who've
Yeah,
been dominating the league the past 5 years or more. One of these teams is going to fall to 1-3, and then it's just chaos. Like that's like an alarm in the system throughout one of these two organizations is going to happen after this game. I think Baltimore is going to walk into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. I don't trust the Chiefs. I know Xavier Worthy is back. I don't know. I heard he's going to be playing with a sling on his arm like this. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But the Chiefs, they don't look right, bro. The Giants were giving them problems last week. And I think the Ravens will
yeah,
bounce
and
back
that's not a good thing, right?
at all.
The
Like I
Giants
said,
have one good bright spot in their team, and that's their
yeah.
line. Everything else is kind of
And even though the Ravens lost to the Lions last week, they still put out a decent, a good product. They still played.
absolutely.
They still scored 30 points. I think they're hungry. They're looking for revenge. I'll take Baltimore in this game.
I'm also going to pick Baltimore. I think the Chiefs are their time is just ticking.
Yeah,
They've had their injuries problems in the past, but I mean, Rashee Rice is still out. Pacheco is not what he was a couple of
no,
years ago. Travis Kelce is definitely on his way out of the league.
just go on tour with your girl, bro. Stop playing football.
No, literally.
Like,
Uh, I think, in all honesty, if the Chiefs continue this downward trend, we
yeah,
might see some people start asking to leave. And
that's it's a real possibility.
that's how it works, right? That's how the NFL. That's how it is with all sports.
Yeah,
It's unheard of to stay as dominant for as long, and they've been dominant for very long. And at this point, but like the Patriots type dynasties, they don't come all that often, right? You think about it,
yeah,
it's really right place, right time kind of stuff.
yeah.
And the Chiefs just, I think they're missing something right now.
Yeah, I don't trust the wide receiver 1 and 2 duo of Hollywood Brown and Taquan Thornton or whatever his name is. Like,
Yeah.
no,
You
the defense is still going to be good, obviously, but I
yeah.
don't. Give me Baltimore.
In my opinion, I think the Chiefs kind of like downward spiral. Obviously, they still won like a Super Bowl, but
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill kind of left. It was like, we'll see where they're going to go from there, right? Like, honestly, if they still had Tyreek Hill, it would be a different story, right? I
I
feel
think
like
so.
I literally think they're like one piece away from off on offense, like one elite piece from being right back in a good conversation. But it's just I don't know what they have to give up at this point, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's true. So
So
we'll see. But yeah, I got Baltimore. Who you got? Baltimore.
I also got Baltimore. Yep. Following that, we got the Packers playing the Cowboys. Return of
Packers.
Jerry Jones probably going to go on a tangent here.
I'll take the Packers, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I'm not picking the Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Packers as well. Um, so we'll see how that goes.
bounce back after a loss to. Cleveland.
They better be on it today, in all honesty.
They have to be.
They have to be. Jets play the Dolphins. I want to pick the Jets here. Wait, no, is Justin Fields back?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think. I
I'm
think
picking.
in our picks, I did pick the Jets. I'll roll with the Jets. I think the Dolphins are actually favored. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, the Dolphins are favored by 2.5. This is a Monday night game. There's two Monday night games, thank God. Um, but I'll 0-3 and 0-3. Give me the Jets, man. Something's not right with down there in Miami. They need to. I don't know.
It might be time to blow it up again. And
Yeah, they need to blow it up. They need to blow it up.
but,
I'll go with the Jets. They gave Tampa hell last week. So I'll
Yep.
I'll go with the Jets. Give me the Jets.
I like it. And then the last game of the week, Bengals play the Broncos.
Bengals, Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Bengals didn't look good last week. They couldn't get the ball to their playmakers. Jake Browning looked like he didn't know how to play football anymore. Broncos, they haven't been as advertised yet, but they have played some decent teams, lost in some crappy situations. At elevation two in Denver. I'll take the Broncos for this game.
I'm also going to pick the Broncos. Bo Nix has not looked like the Bo Nix we saw last year. He's in a little bit
Yeah,
of a slump here. Was it sophomore slump they call it?
yeah,
Um, but the Broncos defense is still the Broncos defense, right? Like they still got Pat Surtain, who's a lockdown corner. Hopefully lock up Jamar Chase, I guess, in that regard.
yeah,
I don't know if I trust Jake Browning here. I don't even
yeah.
know really who Jake Browning is, in all honesty. So it's kind of all over the place, but
Yeah. So I'll take the Broncos as well.
I like it. I got nothing else for NFLU.
NFL, I have nothing else, honestly.
No, go
No.
Lions.
So go
But
Lions.
we missed our picks this week for college football. That's our fault.
Sorry.
We just got busy. But let's talk about a couple of the games real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Where do you want to start? Right, there were a lot of upsets this week. We're talking before we start.
4-21 against top 10 opponents. Mr. James Franklin, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That was bad.
You see,
During
they
a
were
whiteout.
chanting fire him chants.
Not even a noon white. This is a prime time night whiteout game.
Whiteout,
You
yep.
Still crap the bed. I should like this is the easiest pick. I was picking Oregon like no matter what. I just knew they were going to lose. Something was going to happen.
See, I picked Penn State. I was optimistic, I think.
4-21 against top 10 teams, Zach.
Yikes.
That's awful.
At what point
That's
did they start the
bad.
conversation of we need a new coach?
If that's any SEC school, he would have been out there at 4-10.
Yeah, no. I mean, unless it's like Vanderbilt or like actually Vanderbilt's been on it lately too.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky.
But it's like it's
Yeah,
just
but
it's so consistent to the same teams. To the
yeah,
same teams. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, and then whoever if they happen to, make their way into a playoff, whoever they play, lose.
yeah.
It's just like I would be so infuriated as a Penn State fan. It's like I feel like that's the same as being like a Steelers fan now. It's like you get to the playoffs, then you lose first round every year. You go
Yeah.
9-8. It's just
You can't be happy in like the middle ground, right? Like I
yeah,
guess it's a little bit higher than the middle ground. You're still making the playoffs, but the amount of talent that they have here, there at Penn State, they should not be just borderline playoffs, right?
yeah, exactly. And then it's like again, I say this about the NFL. I gotta judge teams based off who they play and their records against a similar caliber team. And when you're
Absolutely.
4-21 against similar caliber teams,
Oh,
that's terrible. I don't care what you do against
yeah.
Villanova and FIU and I don't know Delaware Technical Institution. Like I don't care
They
what
play
you do.
Temple. That's
Exactly.
like
Like that's bad. That's
yeah.
bad. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's I don't know what's going on there, right? Like they should not be I'm backtracking. The amount of talent they truly do have there, they should be competing for the national title. And that did not look like a team that is competing, right? We saw, were you watching this one or did you miss it?
I'll watch this one the entire
Yeah.
time.
Overtime, right? It was a great little stop there for them. And then Penn State gets it on offense. First throw, pick, done. Right? Like
Yeah, that was the second overtime. That was second overtime.
oh, second overtime, yep.
Yeah.
But like you can't be doing that, right? Like
You
it
can't.
just comes down to a lack of coaching, right? What are you telling him to throw the ball? That is not the hot route, right? Move
That's
on to the next guy. I don't know if you're trying to force something there.
that backer read that play like a book. It was
Absolutely.
cookies. It was easy, man. That was
Absolutely.
disgraceful. That was really bad.
I don't even think Dante Moore played that well. Maybe I'm just wrong.
He
never
played
mind.
well. He played well, honestly.
29 for 39, 248, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, no, that's a great stat line. And he looked
5 rushing
calm.
yards.
He looked calm and composed in that hostile environment. That's
Yeah.
a good stat line, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Aller was struggling though. 14 of 25, 100
Aller's, I
yards.
don't get the hype with Aller. I think he's a terrible quarterback.
No. I there's one person I really like on the Penn State team, and it's Nick Singleton.
Yeah, the running backs.
Yeah, but even still, he had 11 carries, 21 yards.
Yeah, Nick Singleton and who's the other running back they have?
He,
Katron Allen. Yeah,
Katron, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's I really like Nick Singleton, Katron, both for Penn State. I'm actually a big fan of Jam Miller from Bama too.
yeah, Jam. He's good.
Let's switch to the narrative for a second. Uh, yeah, that
Speaking of Bama,
huh?
so speaking of Bama,
Yeah. Speaking of Bama,
this is another like Penn State and top 10 teams, and then you have Kirby Smart in Alabama. The same thing. One
yeah,
in seven against Bama. They snap. It was like a 29 game home like winning streak or something like that.
yeah.
Um, sorry, wait. I just wanted to see who the inactives are. The Lions just posted it for the Browns.
Oh,
But yeah, that's just like a it's another just it's a kryptonite, for Kirby Smart. It doesn't matter if Saban's there, obviously. They seem to crap the bed against Bama every single year in the biggest moments. At home, SEC championship game. You have the greatest comeback possibly in SEC history last year. You still can't get it done.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why. It's like Kirby, he sees that crimson A and he just pees himself. It's just like he's walking down the sideline with a yellow stain on his pants. It's bad. I don't understand what it is, bro. It's something. I don't know what it is. It has to be something mental. I have no idea what it is. But Georgia, there's been so many times Georgia has been the clear better team. They have the better
Absolutely.
record, better situation, and they just can never seem to get over that hump of Alabama. 1 in 7 against them is awful, and it's like 102 against everyone else. It's ridiculous.
Listen, Alabama's always been around, right? We've seen them up. We've seen them up. We've never really seen them down in our lifetime. I think we talked about that a couple weeks ago. But if they play the way they play against Georgia every game, they can win a national title.
100%. They
Like
don't.
they are an amazing team. They have a lot of talent too there. I like their quarterback a lot. Ty,
Yeah, Ty Simpson.
he's a baller, but it's just I don't know. Georgia gonna do Georgia things, I guess. It was a close game
Yeah,
too, right? They only lost by field goal, but
yeah. It was like, geez. I was watching that game. I was like, they just can't get over. Like, I kind of knew early on. I was like, wow, because I think Bama took a 17-7 lead like the second quarter. I was like, wow, they're
right.
gonna. Listen, Georgia's gonna lose this game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Um, there's one other game I want to talk about. I'm not sure what you want to talk about. But the Illinois USC game was pretty good. I'm not
That
sure if you
was
watched
a
that.
good game. That was a good game. That was a
Um,
that was a dog fight, and
I was impressed with Illinois, in all honesty.
I
I wasn't
was
sure how either of them would really perform, but Luke Altmaier,
especially when
Luke Altmaier is
Illinois,
making himself a case to get drafted here, like a serious.
bro. It's like he had a great game against a great team, and then it's like I refer back to last week when you let a 60 bomb get dropped on your head.
Yeah.
Hello, room service. Here's 60 points on your freaking head. That's terrible.
Yeah.
63-10. That's like that's the reason why I picked USC in this game. That getting a 60 bomb thrown on you as the ninth at the time the ninth ranked team in the country, I just can't trust you after that.
No,
For
I
that's
get
just
that.
that's bad. But then it's like now I look at our picks and what we have to do was like, okay, geez, now I got to take into effect that, oh yeah, when they kicked off the game, that was 8 in the morning for those USC players back at home in Southern California because it
Yep.
was 11 a.m. Kick Central Time. So I was like, or maybe I think 9 a.m. I'm sorry, but I was just like now I have to take all these little things outside of the
Yeah.
game of football into consideration as
It's
to
just like,
why USC is kicking off at local time 9 a.m. against Illinois in a conference game.
yeah, I'm. We could talk all day about this, right? I'm not the biggest fan of this huge conference stuff. It's getting a little crazy, but
Ridiculous.
um, I don't know. Based off how Michigan State, in all honesty, played against USC, I didn't see enough out of USC to think that they would beat Illinois, which is why I picked Illinois in our like pick 'em.
Wow. That's interesting.
And
Because
then
I would look at Illinois' score against Indiana. I'd be like, these guys suck.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think USC is that good of a team this year, right?
I
I
hear
mean,
you.
clearly they still kind of competed, but I just wasn't I don't know if that makes sense, but based off how we played against them, and it was still not even a good game, I just thought Illinois had it a little bit better than them.
I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
So,
Is there a clear cut? Is Ohio State like the clear cut, just still number one team in the
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over Miami?
No. It's still Ohio State, dude.
Really?
I think it's still Ohio State. Um,
Their
I thought
defense.
there was one other game I wanted to talk about. We totally forgot is the LSU Ole Miss game.
Yeah, Brian Kelly stinks. He folds
Yep.
under pressure. Lane Kiffin wanted to prove something to his daughter's boyfriend. Yeah,
I don't blame
don't.
him.
Yeah, I don't blame
I saw
him.
some things saying Lane Kiffin's daughter's playing chess while Whit Weeks was playing checkers, but who knows?
Yeah, that was interesting. So,
Did you see
but
the
it
video
was
of
a.
Whit Weeks like throw up on the field and then like
I
he literally was like fixing his helmet or something and he just starts throwing
He's
up.
yakking. And he tried to. I think he tried to. I was like, "Why are you trying to catch it?" And
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
I
"What
was
are
like,
you
that's
doing?"
disgusting,
Yeah,
bro.
just let it go. I've never done that. That's crazy, bro. Just
I
throwing up on
don't
a
know.
football field and just resuming play like nothing happened.
Those guys are beasts.
Yeah, they're insane.
They really like I could never. I don't got it in me like that, I guess, but
Either. I'm not a dog.
no. So it's cool. You got anything else? I'm not sure I got anything else here.
I don't think so. It was a great slate of college football. Looks like a great slate of NFL games.
Was.
So I'm happy that's like the good games are like spaced out. So it's like I can watch the Lions game. Once that's over, I can focus on something else. It's just
Yeah. Thankfully it's like that this week, right? There should be I think there's gonna be two good games though. At like the like because
before.
5 is like the Colts Rams and then
Yeah.
425 is the Ravens Chiefs.
Yeah.
So
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
That's
and
good,
for a
man. I'm
little
looking
treat.
forward to that. Yeah, that's a treat. Week
But
4 treat. Jeez, week 4. We're almost a quarter of the way
don't
through
say
this.
that yet. Don't say that. We just started.
That's what it feels like.
We just
We're
started.
already
Don't you be
we're already at 25, almost 25% there.
Yeah. Well, it's all good.
Dang.
So, well, thank you guys if you made it this far. Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks guys for
a
watching.
later episode, our fault.
Yeah,
But
we'll get back on track next week.
yep,
Michigan State and Michigan resume play. They both had bye weeks this week. So
yep.
who we play next week? Oh,
Concert.
at
They had
Nebraska.
Zach Bryan at
Oh,
the Big House. I think they just broke the record for like the highest attended concert in
I saw
history.
it.
So, or U.S. history, something like that.
Who does Michigan State play next week?
UCLA?
Who does Michigan State play next week?
I think it's UCLA, right? Nebraska, sorry.
Ah, jeez. At Nebraska.
Yep. Oh, dang. I didn't realize it was at Nebraska.
Ah,
Dang. Another weekend I'm just
I
kind
know.
of, man. I,
Dang it.
I
Dang it.
want to go to
We'll
another
see.
football game while it's still nice out, man.
It'll still be nice out. When UCLA comes to town
Yeah, but
the
no,
following.
you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
schedule's going to get a little tough here, though. We got Nebraska, UCLA, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Penn State.
Oh, jeez, man. We might
That
go.
thing, they said we're expected to go 1-7 to finish out the year or something like that.
Our next 5 games, like we're about to go 1-4. Jeez.
No, we'll get 2.
Who?
UCLA and Minnesota.
Minnesota's not bad, bro.
Yeah, but
Is that home?
no, we're at Minnesota.
Oh yeah, we lose that game. I got UCLA. That's about it. Everything else out of
Fine, let's just beat Penn State.
Oh, jeez, that's gonna be really bad.
That one's home though. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but we're not a top 10 team, so they're gonna blow our doors off.
Not a top 25 team, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day, man.
So, all right. But thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace, guys. Thanks for supporting. Talk to you later.